Hey YouTube, this is Comic Hero 77 back with another video, and this is video number 5 of my Golden Age comic book collection. And this will be the last video where I'll be showing Golden Age Plastic Man comics. I have a nice chunk of Golden Age Plastic Man comics, and this comic right here, this is the most important book that I have in my entire collection of, of Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze, Copper, Modern, any book I have. This is Plastic Man #1 from 1943. And I bought this probably in 2007. I saw it up for auction. It's about a, fair/good, depending who's grading it, might be like a G, but it's a solid book and it's great. The cover's attached, still holding on, but everything's there. It's got pieces of corner out in certain pages, but it's got tear and chips here and there, but it's just a great comic, a very key comic, a very classic skull cover. Like if you ever see great lists of great covers, this is usually on this list, on the great covers list. I mean, just Plastic Man, arms and legs and head coming out through the skull. It's just really great. Um, um, he stretches, shrinks, and bends. I mean, I just love that. But this is probably the most important book I have. It was on auction and it started out. I think I got it for $170, but I thought it was worth it. It's my favorite hero of all time. So to have a Plastic Man #1 is just pretty amazing to me. So awesome. This is issue #4, great Jack Cole issue. Just when they released the DC superhero stamps from the post office, Plastic Man was one of the heroes, and they gave 2 stamps of each character, one of like their face or their body, and the second one was a cover, and this is the cover that they used. And this is one of my favorite covers of all time. I actually got this for like $42 on eBay. Really great. I love it. And back then, I know that Quality Comics used to put the, summer issue #4. They used to do that. Sometimes they would put months like on there with the issue number. But this is great. Great classic Jack Cole here. This is number 17. It's so amazing because Jack Cole was so great at what he did, just leading your eye to where, you start, your eye can just immediately pop to this spaceship or some type of planet or satellite, and then it makes your eye follow Plastic Man's body all the way to Woozy Winks, but then it leads right back up in your eye, or you can go this way, and it just keeps bringing your eye to where it needs to go, and Jack Cole was a master at that. This is number 17. This is about a G. I got this off eBay, I think for less. I think I got this for $20 or something. I mean, this is an early issue, and I was like super happy to get this. I think I got this for $17. Really happy about that. This is like one of the first books Golden Age Plastic Man that I bought. This is issue number 22. Really, the only thing is that there's a square cutout of the cover and the first few pages, but it's still like a G, maybe a G/VG, but I think it's a G. I'm conservative. I call it what it is, but it's a solid copy for its age. I mean, you can read this book. It's a really great book. The Which twin is the phony? I mean, it's great. And look at Woozy Winks there. I mean, it's just a great book. It's not the first time, whether it was Golden Age or DC, they used the theme of a Plastic Man versus a Plastic Man. Pretty cool. This is the very first, in the Plastic Man title, this is the very first Plastic Man Golden Age book I ever bought. Not from Police Comics. The first Police Comics Golden Age book I ever bought was issue 96, which was in one of the previous videos that I made. But I mean, him posing as a dinosaur, I mean, this is just really awesome and amazing. Really great. Jack Cole was really great. Okay, so one of the last videos I talked about how Jack Cole didn't draw any of the Plastic Man books after 1950. This was before 1950, and this was after. And I'm just going to bust out an example here. If you look at it's a little edgy. I mean, it's a great Plastic Man drawing, but even the way Woozy Winks, it's a little like rough. And one of the things that Jack Cole would do, if you look at the face of Plastic Man and Woozy Winks, it's a lot smoother. He just drew things a lot smoother. And not that the artists weren't great after 1950, it didn't give the same feel. He was very playful, Jack Cole, and you could see it. And even though there's something cool going on, they're a lot more serious. And I have very few issues after 1950. If it's a good price, I'm going to pick it up because it's Plastic Man. I love Plastic Man. And there's other artists who've done Plastic Man, but when it comes to Jack Cole's Plastic Man, that's what I really love. Again, this is issue 50, Iron Fist in Trio of Tyranny. Yeah, I think that's so cool. That's a great cover. The art's cool, just not Jack Cole, I have nothing against the artist who did this. Again, if you look at it, it almost looks like the way it's drawn, almost like an older version. Slightly, I could be wrong, but I get I look at it, it looks like an older, like he's aged a little bit. And more, even Woozy, just look at the way he's drawn, but it's a lot more serious going down here. Even the way, it's presented, it's not as playful. It's a lot more serious. And that was presented after 1950. This is the very last issue of the Plastic Man series. I got this from Super World Comics. I ordered off of their website of Ted Van Leeuw, and I got this from him. This is the very last issue from the Plastic Man series. This is number 64. Again, very serious looking. I don't mind the sci-fi. Even there were some issues with like a giant ant, giant dinosaur. It became very sci-fi. Even like it's like silly, but it's just a difference between Jack Cole's funny silly and then this serious silly. It's still cool. I love it to death. Very cool, but you can see his face in the way he's drawn. It's still very, very serious. Even the background. This is not a Golden Age book. This is actually from considered Silver Age. This is a Plastic Man number 16, but the inside is like a reprint of Golden Age stories, of a Golden Age story. But this was printed in 1964. The cover I've never seen ever before on another Plastic Man, Golden Age Plastic Man book. There's, I think, two they're called super comics, but they were reprints. They made an issue 16. They just put 16 on it, and then there was one that was number 18. But I'm digging it. I love it, and even though it's a lot more serious looking, but it's so cool. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much the end of my Plastic Man comic collection. I'm gonna put this back up here because it's such a beautiful book, and I love it so much. Um, but it's a character is doing well when they star in a title. Start off in a book that is not their main, not their own title. He started off in Police Comics in 1951, issue 1, and in 1943 he got his own series. So I think it tells you the popularity of this character and how funny he was. This is probably my favorite book of all, that I have, and one of my favorite books of all time. It's definitely up there. Top 5 or 3. But I hope you all enjoyed this video and loved the Plastic Man comic collection that I have. I have other Golden Age. But I hope you guys leave some positive comments and some, likes. And I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I loved showing it. So this is Comic Book Hero 77 signing out.